We are filming, we are live. All right, we have the Sean, the resonator. Look at that. What the heck? We'll stay up here. We'll stay with you guys. Thank you for coming back. I got a champion in life with me. The Rez, we call him the superhero Raz. Because he razzes everybody.
The 5-0 Raz, whatever you want to call.
All right, you came up with some great subjects today. First one is, if I remember correctly, I looked at the chalkboard. Low carbs versus high carbs for nutrition.
Yeah.
Now you are a guy that stays so lean all year long, 365, and you can pretty much be ready for a photo shoot in an hour.
Right.
And I think this is huge for you guys at home. Because you guys keep asking me, how do you stay lean? How do you stay lean? Well, I brought a guy that is ripped to the bone, stage ready every day.
Right.
Can you explain how to these guys, low carb versus high carb, what you do and how you stay lean all year?
So the way my diet is, I'm almost like no carb in my daily routine. I'm very in high protein and high.
When you say high protein, you weigh right now, how much do you weigh?
I'll weigh, let's say 200, 205.
Okay. And your protein is at what level?
4 grams.
4 grams per kilo for your kilo, for body, for lean muscle?
No, so what it is, I eat 4 pounds a day.
4 pounds a day.
Almost 4 pounds a day.
Okay, so
4 pounds,
that's
looking at.
And you're doing about 8 ounces a meal?
Mm-hmm.
In about 8 meals?
About, actually, no, 7.
7 meals?
7 meals.
Okay.
7
So
meals.
that's a good amount of protein.
Yes,
obviously.
very high amount of protein,
Yeah.
so for digestion.
Are you getting
I
about
use-
50 grams every couple hours?
Mhm.
That's what it comes down to, right?
Exactly.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
And you eat pretty constant.
Pretty constant. You have to, like, because I eat no carbs, and for the digestion is really important.
If you guys heard that, he eats no carbs.
Yeah.
So
Minimum amount on my breakfast, and that's it. What I mean when I'm just like a banana,
Okay.
like a spoon of peanut butter, a spoon of 2 spoons of peanut butter, and then
How much carbs in peanut butter?
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I mean. Never eat rice.
Okay.
I mean, just to cheat day, or like, you know.
Oatmeal, rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, not really your thing.
No, I just have that breakfast with a little bit of cereal, and that's it.
You know, I've read, and I love this about you. You do something I do. And I've never met another person that does this. So this is kind of cool. You eat vegetables.
Right.
In a way. How do you eat your vegetables?
Mostly I blend them.
You blend your vegetables. We're twins. We're twins. I love that. Because I am not a vegetable eater. But I eat it because I understand how it
Works.
utilizes the body and utilizes protein and slows down things. And it just is an incredible thing. Eat your vegetables or do what we do. We blend them. Can you tell me a little bit about how you blend your vegetables and what you do?
Usually between asparagus, celeries, broccolis, I just put them in a blender and I blend them for like 2-3 days. I keep them in the fridge and then I have them at certain times that I need them.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I do the same thing. I blend them. I do spinach, broccoli, asparagus. I put some cinnamon there for the nice little insulin. I'll put some branched chains in there. If it's in the morning, I'll do a little pre-workout in there. So it's a nice.
Well, yours is like a green mix.
Yeah, it's like a
not
huge.
really
It's
vegetable mix.
It's vegetables,
Yes,
and I
yes,
put
yes.
some actual scoops of greens
Yes.
in there, some natural greens.
Yes.
So it's really a concoction, a little
Right.
science project.
Right.
But it also, for me, and I'm wondering if this is you too, because you're on such a lean diet, you really don't count your fats, right?
And I don't eat. People ask me, is it high fat? Is it keto? It's not keto, guys. Keto is really high fat, and does not have that much vegetables that I have.
You know what's funny is fats are a new thing.
Right.
It's in the last 5, 6, 7 years. It's really, hey, I'm counting my fats, and you got to have your good.
Right.
It's funny that the old time bodybuilders would have their meats and their vegetables and their carbohydrates, but they wouldn't count their fats. And now today, everybody's counting their fats and their. It's interesting because they're not utilizing it in the right way, in my opinion. I'm still a basic protein and carb guy or vegetable guy, and the fats are between 50 to 100, and that's about it.
And usually we just get the fat from actual
From
protein.
your
From,
proteins.
like, let's say fish or a steak that we have.
So
you just, I don't never went, oh, I'm gonna eat this just because of fat.
right.
No, I don't do that.
I think that's an old school mentality, but that I love that, and I know that I'm slicing down a lot of people in the Titan crew, and they keep coming back with their fats are around 100, and they're about 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away, and I'm like, guys, you're on white fish and vegetables at this point. You're not cut. I want them to look like you when they walk on stage. So they're still stuck in that this new mentality of fats need to be up so high.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. Also has to do the way you train too. You know, so we were talking about the low carb.
Right. You're a low carb guy. I'm a high carb
guy. But guys, look at it. It's totally different. The strength, the power, the size, Mike, the way he trains, low reps, very heavy. I train speed and high reps. So for him, he needs that carb.
He hates training with me because I take forever between sets, and he wants to go. He's like Heath Evans, man. There's rest between sets. Trust me. No, there's not. These guys go so fast. And so that you can also see his structure and that great physique comes from that, and that translate. You know, you're low carb. I'm high carbs. Both work. To answer your guys' question, both work. It depends on where you are with your body and what you want to do.
What you want to do. Yes, exactly. So add to this point, so when I start training legs and deadlift with him, my own diet that I have, it doesn't work on those days where I train with him. So I realized that because that day I need a very high recovery, I need a lot of strength, power, and calories. Just go through the heavy weights.
The days that you train legs with me or deadlifts with me, you change it a bit.
Yes, I change. I don't change a little bit. I change a lot. Usually I put my cheat meal that day.
Oh, okay.
This is amazing because when you have the cheat meal, you ask.
This is. I gotta stop you. This is great information for you guys, because I know that you guys want to be sliced all year and every day, but he'll utilize the workout around his cheat days or his cheat meals, and if you follow him. He is in no way, I mean, he's strict, but he also enjoys life. He's not going to shy away from some whiskey.
Oh, whiskey every day, every morning.
See, he's not going to shy away from some cheat foods. And so this is a great guy to follow and just kind of learn that and how he has adapted his body to utilize those foods on the days he's lifting.
And also, it's going to be a lifestyle. I turn it on to make it this 5-0 that I have as a lifestyle, not just a short-term diet. People come and say, no, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. If you want really...
Wait a minute, you mean you just didn't look like this one day?
Oh.
Isn't this just like the last 6 months?
What do you
How you look?
Oh,
is this 6 months of work?
Yeah.
No, it's like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks of work. You guys, I'm going to put a picture on here because I got to show you how he looked at 16 years old.
Yeah.
And then you can understand his lifestyle and how he's lived and how he's enjoyed. And you can see that his body, at 16, he looks better than I do today. So it's amazing.
And also, you know, one thing always Mike mentions is like, don't look at this guy, what is he doing now? Look at the past 25 years, what he has done to build that. Yeah, maybe past 1 year, 2 years, I changed my lifestyle, the way I eat, bring it to the next level. But the foundation was already built.
Yep.
And that small little things that I changed past these 2 years make the huge difference at my appearance.
It's so big.
So big. So big. But I built that foundation. So don't look at somebody, oh, how do you become like this? I want to become like this tomorrow. I don't believe that.
Right.
It's a long-term relationship, it's a long-term commitment, and it's a lifestyle. There is no way that you can get that in a short term and being healthy, especially being natural, because I'm all natural. And even the guys that are not natural, they don't have that much fibers. Like they can like lean out, they can, you know, muscle gain, but it doesn't look the same. You know, it doesn't look healthy. They don't look healthy.
So your goal at this whole point is I always say that I want to look like a superhero, and to me you look like Thor or He-Man. And that would be my goal is always to look like a superhero.
No, not him is a living goal of everybody. 50 years old. Like, you know, you'd be like this at 50, that's what I'm talking about. So, living, dieting, training in a way that when you get past 50, you can still look good, be strong. Not everybody can do that unless you have the right lifestyle.
So, talking about training, I know that your training's changed a little bit. I don't know if you guys know this, but you train fast and you train with light weights, lots of reps, very short time. And when I say this though, if you watch him train, there's a difference between training with light weights and isolating with light weights. He isolates with it.
Supersets.
Yeah, and when you move through an exercise, I think most of it, and I always worry about this when I say, hey, do supersets, go some light weight, something you can move back and forth. I'm worried that they're going to think that just no weight is lightweight. You know, very light. No. And the form is just fast and speed. So can you explain kind of how?
So my reps start from 40 reps. So I have, like, let's say I want to do shoulders, 4 different exercises for shoulders. And I have few different techniques that I change them around because the body get used to it, you have to change.
Right.
The basic one is the first rep, I do everything 40. And I do supersets, the 4 exercise. But when I say 40, it means that I'm going to just do 40 easy. No. When I get to 20, I struggle.
Right.
So past 20 is going to be burning.
A dogfight.
Burning, yes. And then between the sets, I'm between this exercise, that exercise, I only take 30 seconds.
Okay.
40-second rest. So the next one I get, I'm already tired. I'm already burning. I'm burning more. Same way. The next round, I'm doing instead of 40, I do 30, but I bring the weight up by 10% actually.
So you're, to me, I would be fatigued after 40, but you still actually go up in weight and then drop the reps 10.
Yes.
That's badass.
Yes. Then I do that. The next one, I do 20.
Again, you raise the weight.
Yes, I raise the weight.
20.
I raise the weight. The last one, which is a very important one, which you finish it, that the body, the rest, I do 10. But really heavy means after 5, I can't do 8.
Okay.
So I push it, explode it.
Right.
And I leave it there, and after finishing that, I arrest it.
Now, see, something I know, and that's why I think this is cool, is in martial arts, you got that third or fourth and fifth round, the championship rounds, which you're completely fatigued. What do you have left in you? And that's what your workout sounds like to me. I mean, first round, you can do 40. Second round, you got 30 in you. But you're going harder and heavier, then 20. And then by the time you hit that fourth one, it really comes down to heart.
Yes.
How much heart and drive you have to get that last 10.
Exactly. And that's where I think the magic happened, because that pressure of 40, 30, 20 put in that muscle, put too much isolation in the muscle, that 10 just explodes it.
But I think at that point, I mean, the lack of oxygen you're giving your body on a 40 rep,
He has to
30
fight
reps.
it. He has to fight it to get stronger. You remember, body always fight to get stronger. Body always
Question this. Supplements. Do you do creatine or anything like that?
A lot of people ask me, I hate creatine.
I'm gonna ask. I'm curious on why you hate creatine.
Because in my experience, the way my body works, I feel like the creatine gets me bloated.
Okay.
And it's bad for kidney. A lot of people get on it all the time. They have kidney problems.
Okay.
In my opinion, I rather having that, I will have a steak, red meat,
Which
as
has
a natural
creatine.
source of creatine.
Okay.
I think
Red apples.
Yes.
Okay, but you don't do carbs.
I don't eat carbs.
Right.
I use the red meat as an actual source of creatine and red blood cell maker.
So, because this is why I don't like it. I never go into the gym trying to get the most extreme pump. I don't want to pump. I want to tear the fibers.
Exactly.
And creatine pumps me up so much that
As
it hurts me on the workout. And it's an interesting thing. People like that and they go, well, it gives me more energy. Creatine's not going to give you more energy, but it is going to fill those arms up and suck that water in. And that pump distracts me from the workout. And I can't imagine doing 40 reps, 30 reps. If you're on creatine and high carbohydrates, you're going to blow up so much that you're not going to be able to work out.
Right.
To where your body is just so fueled correctly for that type of workout. I love that. And I agree. I'm not a huge creatine fan.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I'm saying if you have a show, if you have a photo shoot, I would just rather do some pump supplement for that day.
For the day.
You know, just for the show. But remember, for your own lifting, you don't need that.
Right.
You want to be the most comfortable that you can. Just focus on the lifting than anything else.
I love that. Your low reps at the end. Now we're changing you because you do light weights with a lot of reps. Now we change you a little bit now that you're training with me on back day for deadlifts and legs. And you put your cheat meals onto those. How has your body changed since you started doing this?
Right. Okay. Two reasons my body changed with him. Not just the lifting, also the timing. Because I started lifting with him in early time. Like
What time do we train at?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock in the morning.
And 4 o'clock here means in Orange County I wake up at 2.
Yeah.
I leave my house at 3. And I'm not the type of guy I sleep early. So I manage my body first. I'm not a morning person, but
He is now.
Yeah, I am now, but here's the thing, the body also has to fight. People say how timing change. I say, you know what? Timing change your body as good as you change your exercise.
Yep.
Why? Because body's not used to it, and he has to learn and fight to get used to it. So he needs to get stronger to manage that. How he gets stronger means that he needs to get the blood flow pumping. Like he needs to, nutrition access, testosterone access. So he needs to do all that change for the body, to accomplish enough energy for you, or getting used to it for you to be able to perform at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You also got some incredible drive because I know that you have a degree in science engineer.
Computer science.
Computer science engineering.
Right.
And you were doing that for a while.
Yeah.
Explain how the transition from that to the health and fitness world.
You see, always like fitness, we love fitness, but also smart. So when I got to college, I got my degree computer science, I got in that field, but it wasn't my passion. It wasn't my passion, and then that wasn't like something, I was not the type of guy going from 8 to 5.
Right.
Working behind the computer. I feel like I could do more because I'm the kind of person I want to be active in outside world. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? What I'm gonna do? I didn't have the good edge in the fitness. What I mean, I didn't have enough experience to go out. So
How long do you think you've been? I know that you've been working on a long time.
Yeah.
I know you've been training a long
Yeah.
time. I know you know your
Yeah.
stuff. I also know that you're very successful. You've done well for yourself financially. How long have you been technically in the fitness world making a name for yourself?
Yeah.
It hasn't been a long time.
It hasn't been. You know what? Just started early last year.
So how is it that you come into an industry and that you're taking over and you're making such a name for yourself?
Yeah, the way it started was that after 25 years, I built up all this experience that I have from nutrition, from training, and from the way I exercise.
Right.
And I literally learned everything myself. Nobody taught me that. I didn't have a coach or somebody follow on it, but everything based I learned my body.
Right.
So when I got to this point that I could bring my body fat with the right correct diet low and keep it, and not many people were able to maintain that.
Right.
I found that in my new edge that nobody can do.
Nobody else can hang with you.
Nobody can hang with me. So I use that to utilize in fitness industry and become unique. Because somebody told me, don't do it unless you can separate yourself from everybody else. Don't do that everybody else does it.
That's good advice. But you
Yeah.
also, I don't see you conforming or becoming like anybody else. You're a very unique person, and I know that you're successful in one way, and I know you're intelligent, and you speak different languages. And the one thing that I love about that is that the kids today come in and they may be just young right now, and so they're trying to mimic people to where you don't do that, which I love. And you stood your ground on who you are, and that's what, to me, besides your work ethic, which I love. Because when I say, hey, we're training tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I don't get this text in the morning from people I've worked out with in the past. I can't make it. I'm sick this morning. You're not going to go to bed not sick and then wake up at 3 a.m. sick. It doesn't happen. It's just one of those things where they're not committed. They don't have that passion. You wake up, and you have to wake up before me because you're coming from Orange County. If you guys don't understand, Orange County is a good hour away from Gold's Gym Venice. And so when I say that, hey, we're going to train at 4 a.m. I'm doing lives.
There, but I need to text Teresa real quick.
So when we do this, the one biggest thing is you get up early and go do this, and it's amazing thing to me. I'm impressed by
I
it.
know. It's a passion, like I said. If you want something
Life.
and you really you really want it, you do what it takes. You do what it takes. Waking up early is nothing. If
You just do it. You commit to it.
Yeah, if you want it that bad, you would do it.
So one more subject we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one.
Mhm.
I had to cheat and look at the chalkboard. Eating healthy compared to eating right.
Right.
Eating smart. Sorry, eating healthy to eating smart.
Right.
Talk to me.
So there's a lot of people. Me and Mike had this discussion between our clients with people every day asking us question. They say, "Oh, I eat clean," or "I eat clean all week. Then I have a bad meals in the weekends." So they were like, "What do you mean you eat clean?" So what those people is, okay, you know what? I'm gonna eat vegetables, good meals, organic, not bad oils. These are, yes, healthy stuff.
Right.
But there is a difference when you want to build muscle and foundation in your fitness
Yes.
than just eating healthy. That eating healthy will keep you healthy, but doesn't necessarily help you to build muscle or reach your goal in fitness. So me and Mike had the discussion that there are huge difference. They're not the same. So there is a way, say, eating smart and eating healthy. You want to talk about it?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I want to go live.
Go ahead.
Now we're all chalked up here. All right, so eating healthy, eating right, or eating smart to
Smart.
me. The biggest things that I want to do is talk about how you eat or train people. Something that you do is you work with two types of people. You work with
Yes.
the people that really want to get in shape, and then the people that want to cater to
Right.
the lifestyle, but they
Right.
want to tailor it around their living.
Yeah, so let's say my client have two type of diet. One is a 5-0 life, one
Right.
is a 5-0 lifestyle.
You keep talking. You keep talking.
And one is 5-1 approved diet. So what's the difference? 5-1 life is just eating healthy. Somebody say, hey, you know what? I don't know what to eat. Staying healthy. He doesn't know what is good for him. So based on his age, based on his gender, and then a few different aspects, I tell him these are the stuff that you can eat to consider a person eating healthy.
Will eating healthy get you to your ultimate goal of
No,
being
no.
on stage?
No, not at all. Not at all. That will keep you healthy.
Do they ask you though? Hey, I'm not losing this little bit, and they still want to stay healthy relative to? Because what I run into is people tailor their lifestyle around the way they live,
Right.
or their training around the way they live. I don't want to give extra time here. Where the guys that really want to look like you, tailor your life around your weightlifting and your nutrition.
Right. So, in a way that if you want to be like a stage ready kind of diet, so you need to eat smart, meaning that based on your daily training, everyday training, based what you do, you need to customize your diet. It's not just like healthy.
Right.
You know, if a person is on his feet all day moving furnitures, has total
That's
different
tough.
diet,
That's-
sitting somebody in the office doing nothing.
That's the tough
You know,
one.
and you cannot give him the same healthy diet and they say, hey, this is gonna work for you.
Right.
Not gonna.
So you're not going to put the guy that's working an 8-hour job moving
Yeah.
furniture on fish and
Right.
vegetables.
Exactly. And for somebody like him, if he's like power trainer, he's I'm not gonna I cannot have a diet for a person like this, or just eat vegetable and protein, you'll be good. No, he needs power, he needs energy, he needs recovery. So these are like different carbohydrates, different, and then not just that, on what day he trains, what he needs to eat what.
Another one is this. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Oh, it's finally, it's not even working over here. There we go. There, oh, sorry guys. We'll get this in editing. We'll get this. Hello everybody.
Oh, there you are.
There we go. So, just for you
good
newbies,
lighting.
oh yeah, see?
Good lighting.
That is not even photoshopped or touched up. So eating healthy and eating smart to me are definitely two things. For me, when I see people eating healthy, they're gonna assume that their physiques will not change a lot.
Yes, no.
It's a beautiful thing. Their internal organs are working fine. They're
Yes.
beautiful. I think that eating smart for me is something that I wish more people would do. Because the fact is, if you're trying just to maintain, which eating healthy is to me maintaining, I know that sounds awkward, but by eating healthy, you're maintaining. Because you're eating the same stuff, you're eating a healthy nutrition, but you are getting older. Where eating smart, the diet completely changes every periodically, and you're trying to stay ahead of the body. If he starts putting on too many calories and his body starts holding water, that's not what he wants. So he'll change the nutrition again. But he'll also be testing himself to see what he needs to do. And he tested himself. We can go right back to the point of when you were training with me.
Right.
It was such heavier weights and something such a difference that you knew those are the days you're going to use the higher calories.
Yes.
And that's eating smart.
Right.
And that's making you better.
Not even just calories, but I need to drink
The
a
right
lot.
calories.
Yes, that and a lot more water. Not just regular water. I need electrolyte water because I get such a cramp. The reason is the body wants to recover. It
Right.
sucks out of the water, all the water, and because I'm not holding enough, I don't have enough carb. I'm not holding enough water in me. I get cramped.
Get cramped.
So I need to eat. I need to drink a lot more water.
Okay.
Not just regular. It has to be electrolytes, so my body holds up. Or I have to add sodium, which I hate. And he loves. I hate.
I'm a
But you know
sodium
what?
guy. I like sodium,
Yeah.
and I know you do not like sodium.
I don't eat sodium, but you know what? On his ethics works because that kind of training you need the sodium. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna get cramped up.
Right. Everybody's different. I
Yes.
think when we go back to this again, both are great. Eating healthy is good. Training light weights is good. If you understand the sole
Yeah.
point of it and why you're doing it. Again, he's very intense. So when you say lightweight, it's not really lightweight. It's just the light for the rep range he's doing,
Yes.
and he's doing reps of 30 and 40. So
It's like it's a boxer. You have a fast boxer, speed
Yep.
boxer, and you have a heavy, like a Tyson. Totally different, right? So each one, the Tyson burns different power versus somebody's speed.
on both of these aspects,
Yes.
I mean, I think it was first of all great having you here.
Thank you very much.
Good
for having me.
information, and always showing up on point, being a man of your word. I think are the biggest things I like about you. You never miss workouts.
Never.
You say you're going to be there, you're there.
Yes.
And when it comes down to, from me looking from the outside in, you're making a dent in the fitness world. I think Jay Cutler even says that he wants to train with you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So
Well, not 3 a.m. I said, you know what?
He did say
he did say that. He's like, not 3 a.m., bro. I'm like, whatever. 3 p.m., 3 a.m. I'm ready.
I love it, man. Thanks, guys, for hanging
Thank
out.
you, guys.
We're gonna keep going live here for a
Yeah.
minute. I'm gonna stop that bad boy.
All right.
See if they got any questions.
Anybody has any questions?